On this page, we're going to take a look at the multiplication strategy, the distribute strategy. Ready, read. Break one factor, and a factor is a number that's being used in the multiplication problem. So 4 times 7, 4 is a factor, and 7 is a factor also. We're going to break one factor into easy numbers, like a 5 or a 10, and distribute using the box model. When using the distribute strategy, the factor that you want to break apart is the second factor, in this case, 7. And so the way that we're going to think about this is we want to break 7 into 5 plus 2. Why 5 plus 2? Well, we could use 4 plus 3. We can use 1 plus 6. But like our idea here is whenever we can, we want to try to use a 5 or a 10 because multiplying times 5 or times 10 is usually an easier multiplication to carry out. So instead of multiplying times 7, we're going to think of 7 as 5 plus 2. We're going to take that 7 and we're going to break it apart into your 5 and your 2, and we'll see here that we then use the box model. And when you think of a box model, it's basically like a multiplication table. You have a number on top of a column and a number on the side of a row, and the box where they meet is the multiplication of those two numbers. 4 times 5, that means 20 will be in the box. 4 and 2 means 4 times 2, and that means an 8 will be in this box. But now that we've taken those two values, we've broken the 7 apart into 5 plus 2, we have to put it back together. It's basically like repeated addition, but instead of writing out a lot of 4s, we just use a box to kind of organize these different groupings. Anyways, you have 20 plus your 8, and that equaled 28. So that tells us that overall, 4 times 7 equals 28. The most important part of the distribute strategy is deciding how you want to break the second number up. And we're looking at either 5 or 10, but like I said before, you can use any breakup as long as they still add back up to 7. You couldn't take 7 and break it into 4 plus 4, because 4 plus 4 is 8. So it still needs to equal the original number that it came from. Let's take a look at the check for understanding. Ready, read. Which of the following box models could be used to multiply 6 times 8? And here's the factor that we're going to think about breaking apart. How do you know? So let's take a look here. Option A, we see a box model with a 6 on the outside and a 5 plus 3 on the top. B, a 6 on the outside and a 4 plus 4 on the top. C, a 6 on the outside and a 5 plus 5 on the top. Select all the answers that could be used for 6 times 8 and answer using the sentence frame below that says blank can be used to multiply 6 times 8 because, and complete your explanation. I'll give you a moment. A and B can be used to multiply 6 times 8 because 8 can break into 5 plus 3 and 4 plus 4. However, 5 plus 5 equals 10, not 8, so we cannot break 8 into 5 plus 5.